to the Broadly team.
Awesome.
Well, thanks, Maddie. I'm going to go ahead and share my screen. Can everybody see that?
Yes.
I take that as a yes. Let me blow it up a little bit here. There we go. How's that? Everybody see that?
Yep.
Excellent. Well, yeah, like Maddie said, we are with Broadly. My name is Zach Romero, and on with me is Adam Cohen, and we're definitely very fortunate and thankful to be partnered up with IGO-NC, and it's been a great relationship so far. I've been in the automotive business for a total of, gosh, I guess anywhere from 12 to 13 years, depending on how you look at it. And just been with Broadly for a couple of months, but in that short time frame, it's been great to partner up with Trisha and Maddie and get to know a lot of the shop owners that are part of IGO-NC. So we're very, very thankful to be here and excited to tell you a little bit about Broadly and how we can help you grow your business, track more leads, get more reviews, and more importantly, I think, help increase the overall customer experience. That's kind of what we consider Broadly as a really great customer experience platform. So I'm going to kind of walk through a couple things, and then I'm not going to steal any thunder from the star of our show, which is Adam Cohen. And I don't know if anybody read Adam's bio, but Adam is he's from Ohio, right, Adam? Been with Broadly for about 4 years. And more importantly, Adam is just an overall neat guy.
Yeah, exactly.
And you'll get to know that as you talk with him and listen to Adam. So just a little bit about Broadly. Again, don't want to steal thunder from Adam at all, but Broadly, we consider Broadly as a kind of a customer experience tool or over a customer experience platform that helps grow your business by increasing revenue and improving profitability through various different ways and different tools. Help attract more reviews, attract more customers as customers are looking for you online and looking for new shops in their area online. And then a lot of different tools that we have as well help provide that excellent customer experience. There's a lot of different things from not only text messaging, looking at how to do email campaigns, do text campaigns, communicating with your customers, and making sure that overall, you were making things easy for the shop to communicate with customers, get back to them in a timely manner, and also offer some great tools like contactless payment. We all know this last year has been a little crazy, and being able to provide contactless payments has been a great tool that's gotten a lot of use, especially over this last year. And then just to kind of wrap it up, when you look at the overall customer experience, to make it easy, Broadly is able to make things easy for customers to experience looking for you online, whether it's looking for you and looking for your website, whether that's engaging through leads and through web chat, whether it's looking at the messaging and getting back to you via our inbox platform. And then, like I said, looking at the mobile invoices and payments, it's all easy, mobile friendly. And we all know today, in today's day and age, people are using their phones, what to look for shops, to communicate with shops, and also be able to make it easy for shops to make payments via their phone is awesome as well. I wanted to give you one example of one of the shops that's with us, and to kind of help show you a little bit on how Broadly works. And then more importantly, Adam will talk to you on what Broadly is all about. But this is the shop that we had with us, and the two key call outs that I want to point to here is back in 2019, this shop had one single new customer. After jumping on Broadly, they saw a 41% increase and new customers that came through the door that were using the Broadly platform, and then also more importantly, when it comes down to revenue, they also saw a 32% increase in revenue. So just an example of one of our customers that's on the Broadly platform and actually saw it work for them, and taking a look at their new customers and taking a look on those, more importantly, and how those new customers brought growth and revenue to their shop. That's all I have, because Adam, like I said, is the star of the show. As you can see here, this is an incredible picture of Adam. And I'm going to go ahead and pass it over to Adam. And Adam, the floor is yours.
All right. Thank you, Zach. Let me share my screen here. And from me to you, thank you for the opportunity. I'm going to kind of make this concise and go through in a little bit more detail about what Broadly actually does. So how do we help shops grow? Number one, we want to make it incredibly easy for happy customers to leave reviews where they matter most, primarily Google, but we can get reviews on other platforms as well. And we do it in a very unique way. When a business starts to stand out on Google, when a customer does do a local search, one of two things can happen. One, either that potential customer is going to make a phone call, or they're going to go to your website. We want to capture more of those website visitors and convert them into paying customers when they're qualified. We also provide two-way text messaging capability before, during, and after a job is complete. And we also have picture taking capability as well. And we also provide a text to pay capability. And basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to start with web chat. I'm going to talk a little bit about messaging, payments, reviews, and then I'll talk a bit about the app in that order. So at the end of the day, if I'm a local shop and somebody does a local category search on Google, like auto repair shop in Cypress, Texas, for example, this Google map is going to pop open 100% of the time when you do that search on Google. And this is not rocket science. The businesses that are standing out from a ratings and reviews perspective tend to drive more business. It's pretty simple that way. So what happens is, so let's say you're doing a great job on Google, you're standing out, and customer goes to your website. Okay. Within 3 seconds, this web chat box is going to pop open. Welcome, how can we help you today? The customer can type in what they're looking for. Hi, I'm having an issue with my brakes. Someone available today to take a look. Then what's going to happen is Broadly is going to auto engage the customer with an automatic response. We'd love to follow up with you. Please provide your name and mobile number. And let's say Alan puts in his name and mobile number. What we're going to do within about a minute on our end is actually verify that it's legit, it's not spam or somebody trying to sell the shop something. And then once it's been verified, the customer is going to get a text from the shop that says something like, and you can customize some of this, thanks for contacting the Town Auto Shop. We'll respond to your message as soon as we can. Simultaneously, the shop is going to get a push notification through their desktop, through the app, and on any mobile devices that have the app loaded on it. It's not your personal cell number, so it's private. We're not utilizing your own individual cell. So essentially, you get a push notification, says Alan lead, you tap on his name, and now you're simply communicating with that potential customer right through the app directly on to their smartphone via text. Hi, April. Yes, we can take a look today. You can bring the car in today at noon. Bingo, you've scheduled an appointment. So pretty straightforward stuff.
Hey, Adam, quick question for you. How many people at the shop can use the app?
Yeah, so you can have multiple users. So as many users as you want, there's no limit. There's no, upcharge for multiple users. Everybody can have access to the app. And the beauty is that if Joe, let's say Joe on the team responds to that inbound lead, and then Bill 5 minutes later sees that lead and taps on it, he's going to see that Joe has already taken care of it. It's a single thread of communication. And I'll actually show you what that looks like in real time in a second. Also through the app, you have, true two-way text messaging communication on one number back and forth. Simply engaging those customers. You could simply ask, tell a customer their vehicle's ready, or if you have a specific question, what's the make and year and model of the car, etc. So it's seamless and simple to use. You can also take pictures. So let's say a customer has their car in the shop and a technician is working on it and notices there's an issue and just wants to send a simple picture up to the customer. They can pull out their phone on the fly, tap on that customer's name, take a quick snapshot. Hey, we've just noticed this on your vehicle. We'll have the service writer reach out to you. The service writer will also see that picture on his or her computer as well. So if the technician takes a snapshot, it'll show up on the desktop for the service writer to see as well, and you can engage the customer that way. So any questions about how that works? Pretty straightforward? Okay. The other capability we have is mobile payments. So obviously in this environment, and it's probably not going to change anytime soon, many customers prefer to pay remotely, or many of them request that. Or if it's an after hours pickup, something like that, you can simply tap on that customer's name, type in a quick invoice, hit send payment request, and basically it'll land on your customer's phone. Will detect Google Pay, Apple Pay, or they can put in their credit card. They pay you. You get notified through the Broadly desktop app and on the mobile devices as well that you've been paid. You can release the car. Problem solved. Simple as that. Now, switching over to reviews. So we integrate with most major shop management systems, Mitchell, RO-Rater, TechMetric, Shopware, and a host of others. When you close out a repair order, the customer will automatically get a thank you for choosing the town shop, whatever your shop name is. Let us know if you need anything else. Thank you with the shop's branding and logo right here. Tap link below to leave a review. Now, this is where Broadly gets really, really interesting and kind of differentiates itself. Our software, when this outreach lands in your customer's inbox, our software, when they click this button, detects where the customer's affinity is and where they're likely already logged in. And statistically, 85% of the time, that's usually Google. And the goal here is to make it seamless, make it one click. So if you think about what happens to most people, if they're pushed to leave a review on a site that they're not already logged into, you're going to lose 50% of them because they're not going to remember their username and password. Or they're going to get confused, or it's going to take too long and they're not going to do it. So what we do is we detect where the affinity is when they tap the button. In this case, we detected Google. With one click, we shoot them directly to the Google review posting box. With one click, they're logged in already. All they have to do is fill in the stars, write a review, hit post, brand new 5-star review in under 10 seconds. It's that simple. If they're not a Google user and we detect they're a Facebook user, we'll do the exact same thing. Okay. The other capability is if the customer has a cell number in Mitchell and there's an email as well, what'll happen is the customer will get a text first. If they don't engage it at all, 2 days later, we'll send out an email. So we're using both of those channels automatically, right? The other thing that can happen is, let's say there's a landline in the system and there's a phone and there's an email address. What'll happen is we'll detect that it's a landline and that first outreach will go out via email. The other thing is you can set the response rate. You can set the outreach to different times. You could send it out immediately, 15 minutes, couple of hours, 4 hours, etc. And then also, if you have a customer that comes in, let's say 5 times in a month, hopefully that doesn't happen, but they're not going to keep getting outreaches from you. And the other thing that we do is there is no co-branding here. We're focusing all of that attention on you guys. This is not about Broadly, it's about helping the shop. Any questions about how that works?
And Adam, I think one of the more important things to point out here, based on what you just talked about, is we try to make it easy for the customers to leave reviews. Right, less clicks means higher probability of them actually leaving you a review, which means you get more of those reviews on Google when the new customers are looking for you. So the overall customer experience when it comes to making it easy for the customer to leave a review is pretty simple, which means more of those higher quality reviews on Google, Facebook, and wherever they leave that review. So it's kind of important to point that out.
Got it. Yep. All correct. The other thing that happens with Broadly is that every time you get a great review on Google or Facebook, we are going to automatically live stream them onto the website in real time. They're dated, they're linked to the source, and we'll also even bring in a customer picture if they have one associated with their Google or Facebook profile. And all of this content is converted to searchable text on the site. So they're not going to a third-party site. They're going directly onto the business's website, helping their SEO. And this happens automatically, so you don't need to babysit this. And Google, of course, is constantly pinging your actual business website to see if there's new, fresh, relevant, indexable content. So really important that that happens. Now I'm going to focus a little bit on the app, and this is really, really interesting. So essentially what Broadly does is we provide the shop with a dashboard. This dashboard is exactly the same on a mobile device through the Broadly Engage app. And this is the inbox right here. And I'm also going to show a quick live inbox as well. But essentially, if somebody engages web chat through the website, you're going to get a push notification through the dashboard that's running on a browser on your shop computer, Daniel Elm's new lead. All you do is tap his name, click down here, and you're now engaging that customer. The other thing that we do is if it's a shop that has a Facebook page that uses Facebook Messenger, we can connect Facebook Messenger to this inbox as well. So if somebody pings the shop through your Facebook page, it will flow through as a new lead on this singular inbox here. So we're consolidating all of that. The other thing that we do is this is brand new on Google. So you can activate this. This is a free resource to Google users. You activate this, and let's say somebody's in a discrete, they're in a location where they need to be discrete, and they want to schedule service, right? They can go to your Google My Business page, tap this button. That also will flow through to the singular inbox. So your contact button on your website, your web chat on your website, Facebook Messenger, and Google Messenger will all flow through here, and it's all in chronological order. If you have a customer that texts the shop, it'll show up at the top. If a lead comes in, it'll show up at the top. Through this singular app, you can also, if a review comes in, you can see Olivia Yee left a review. We detected Google, left a 5-star Google review, what it said. You can respond back to Google through the dashboard, and you can respond via text back to the customer as well. So any questions about how that works? Anybody? Hi, Benji.
I
Okay.
have a question, Adam.
Yes.
So I'm trying to think of how I would explain this, and I'm sure you can clarify this for me, to my customer service person who would be at the front counter and my service advisor. So we have our shop management software,
Mhm.
And people are contacting us via text, some of them through, the phone or email, and they're scheduling appointments. And those appointments go in there. So this is another added software. And you're saying that it can actually be linked with our shop software that we're running the shop with?
Yes, but in a limited way. So, basically, if you're happy with your general communication tool, we don't necessarily want to change that. So, essentially, you can look at, in your case, if you're happy with the way that you're text communicating with customers, where Broadly would fit in is we're kind of dealing with web chat,
Okay, great.
superior review generation. And I'll show you an example of what I mean in a second. So superior review generation, we're going to make it easier to respond to those reviews. So you're not going to 5 different platforms to do it. You can do it all in one place. And we're also consolidating those outside sources of communications, right? Because on some of the webinars that IGO has had, we've talked about Facebook and Google. The reality is that many customers, some will make it to your website, some will see your shop. Oh, wow, you guys have, 500 reviews, great rating. I'm just going to ping the shop. I'll either call or I'll tap that little inbox, the message button on Google, and hey, I'd like to schedule an appointment. We're taking those channels and funneling it into one inbox. Okay.
That makes sense. Thanks for clarifying.
Yes.
Yeah. Mary Ann, this is Zach. What shop system do you all use today?
Sorry, so the shop system that we're using is Profit Boost.
Okay.
And then we have a DVI that we're doing as well. So we're sending out photos and all of that through there.
Okay.
We're active on the Google My Business, and we're also using Demand Force.
Okay.
So my concern was initially, do they have to now go in and access another app, so to speak? Because we keep everything in our management software so that no matter who's on the front counter, there's a list there of every conversation that was had. And there's not, double calling a customer or contact a customer for something that's already been taken care of. But that was explained really well. So
Okay.
And yeah, that clarifies.
All right.
And Mary Ann, the thing is, in the industry itself, I mean, I'm sure you've experienced this too. There can tend to be a lot of overlap, right? Where you've got these different systems, you're trying to provide the best tool for the job, and it's rare that you sign up for one thing and it does everything great. That's just
True.
it's not the way the world works, unfortunately. So in our case, for your shop specifically, it would really be, we would handle the review generation and the handling those sort of outside sources of communication, but boil it down to one platform to handle Google, Facebook, web chat, and reviews. That's really where we would shine in your case.
And there's a lot of value in that.
Well, there is, and I'll show you, and I'm glad that you asked these questions. So if you look at Broadly, so this is Qualtech, and I'll kind of show you, they've been with Broadly for, they're in Texas. They've been with Broadly for about 400 days. We've doubled or tripled their review count in that period of time. And this is really what we're trying to do, right? Auto repair, Bee Cave, Texas. Just that generic, simple search. The Google map pops up. You see the business listings with the ratings and reviews. They had less than, Qualtech had less than half this number when they started with Broadly, right? If you look at, and this I think is a testament too, because they're a 3-location shop. And you can see they're just crushing it on all of these locations. So it's not a fluke that, it's great on one and the other is, not doing so well. And in each case, we've doubled or tripled the number of reviews depending on which location you're looking at. If I go to Lucas, this is another shop. They're using web chat, excuse me. They happen to be in Cypress, Texas. And, the same thing has happened with them. Lucas Auto Care, again, they're a Bosch shop, European Auto Repair, Cypress, Google Map, and then they're just dominant. But I think this will answer your question. So this is a real dashboard. This is active, Marianne. And you see that this is all chronological, right? And one of the things that shops get a little bit nervous about is they think, they're going to put web chat on their website and their service writer is going to spend 90% of their day, dying answering these. They come in regularly, but it's really reasonable. This is a busy shop, and you can see yesterday, they got 4 inbound leads yesterday. Some days they won't get any, others they'll get 2. So it's not an overwhelming experience. But if you want to only look at leads through the single inbox, for example, I can click filter here, click on leads, and it categorizes all of them in one place. And let's pick one, for example, Sherry. Let's see. I'm getting stuck in my own demo. I have way too many tabs running at the same time. Hang on a sec. Let me reboot this.
I like the flexibility. So you clarified, how it would work, and I could see the value in it.
Right. That's
Depending
right.
the needs of the shop. I like that.
Yeah, and that's the other thing. We're not trying to hijack what you're already doing. We're trying to provide the right tool for the right job. And you can also set credentials within the app. So let's say you have 3 team members that are dealing with that you want to give credentials to respond to a lead, for example. You can set those credentials so you may have 2 people and where the others can't. So here, let me do it this way. Bear with me 1 second. It's the beauty of working from home, right? Internet. Okay. Let's see if this will do it.
Marianne, how long have you all been in business?
Since '99.
Oh, okay. So you've kind of seen the technology side go from, I guess, what used to be, pre.com to what you see today, right?
Print yellow page ads, yeah.
Right. Yep. It's like now the other thing that I was going to mention too, Marianne, is if you think about what customers actually do, even if it's a word of mouth referral today, a lot of those people are going to go online and they'll check out the reviews anyway. And if I type in the business by name or the business by location, that's the first thing they're going to see. So
yeah,
anyway,
absolutely, 100%. Well, I don't want to take up you were clear. You answered my question. I don't want to interrupt you from continuing on with your presentation.
No,
problem.
This is perfect. There we go.
Yeah. So the other thing that we can do as well is provide the shop with internal chat. So let's say, for example, you have all of your team members in Broadly, right? And you want to have an internal conversation with one particular technician, or let's say you want to send everybody a message, okay? You can click everybody, and that will that message will pop open. They'll be alerted on their phone. Okay, here's what I wanted to show you. So if I go here to leads, because I think it's good to show on the demo as well. If I click on Sherry's name, you'll see, I'm curious if you offer Schedule B maintenance, and if so, can you tell me the price? I'm sorry about that. We do offer the B service. It takes about 3 hours, and the cost is about $454. Wonderful, thank you very much. You're welcome. Would you like to schedule an appointment? Bang, they've just scheduled an appointment right through web chat. Really simple. Now, if I want to take a customer, right, and let's say I'm the service writer, and I'm chatting with you through the Broadly Engage app, and I want to invite somebody else on the team into the conversation, I can actually click on somebody's name, click their name right here, and now they're invited into the conversation. So you can tie everybody together if you choose to do that. And then responding to reviews, I just clicked on reviews right here. You see their listing, and then anywhere where there is a Google review, if it was not responded to, you could tap this button and respond right through this dashboard. So it's just a real time saver. So any other questions out there? Okay. And there are a host of other things that we do. You can do campaigns through Broadly as well. So if I go here, I can click on campaigns, and we now have the capability to do campaigns via email or via text, promotional activity, COVID instructions, holiday greetings, offers, etc. So that can be done through email or through text. Zach, anything else you'd like to talk about?
No, I think that's great. I think since I know we wanted to leave some times for questions, and Marianne, it looks like you might be the current only shop owner that is on. Do you have any other questions, or just not only about our product, but any other questions in general for us that we could potentially help with?
No, I was just, interested in the platform. I've heard about it, and I know that it works for several different industries. So, how it would integrate with what we do. I mean, the goal, as a shop owner is definitely to work as efficiently as possible, to streamline everything, automate the things that you can, so that, you could be as productive as possible. So, that was my interest, my curiosity. It piqued my curiosity. So when I saw the opportunity to learn more about this, basically, that's, because we do the contactless payments. We've been doing those for years. We do, where we can send them a copy of their invoice. And a lot of the things that we were doing pre-COVID for better customer service, basically, was things that helped us during COVID. And we found that a lot of people that were kind of scurrying to look for the best products out there to do e-payments or to do digital vehicle inspections and everything, it was an eye-opener for us, because we were like, wow, we had these things in place already, so we didn't have to worry. But I will tell you that the lesson that we learned from it was, even though you market all of these things that you have, like even a system like Broadly, even though you market these to customers, I would say market even more, because we had customers that came in that we had been using services for a couple of years, and they were like, oh, this is the best thing since sliced bread. They didn't even know it. So
Yeah.
even though you think you're marketing, you could always market more was the biggest lesson that we took away
Yeah.
from that, But yeah, being proactive, for us was, like I said, since 99, being proactive has really served us well and our customers well. And our team likes it too. They like learning and, the new things and kind of being, front, forward thinking. They like that
Right.
as well. So yeah, that's really what I wanted to know, was just kind of get an overview of it to see how it would fit into our shop and how we would use it. And then of course, introduce it, to the team and say, this is something.
Got it. Got it. And it is funny, obviously, customers that are using it, we see the correspondence come in from, reviews and positive feedback and negative feedback. And, it's really, it's interesting because shops can get so much information from those reviews and the feedback. Like, for example, I was looking at one today. Customer said, that they got a 1-star review. And the reason for it was, the customer saw 2 technicians leaving the car without a mask on. And it's like, guys, you can't do that, right? And when they see that, it's a great training tool, and it's also a great business analytic tool, because I've had other shops say, we keep getting, great pricing. Well, maybe he's scratching his head and saying, well, maybe we should raise our prices a little bit, So you can really use that information to your advantage, and it works. So
Yeah, 100%. You could use that. We found that we have a customer service rep that we have who does all the scheduling and helps actually deliver the vehicles when a customer comes in. They go over the invoice and everything with them. And she is a great person because she really listens to what the customers are asking, the questions they're asking. So she'll say, okay, I'm getting a lot of questions on this thing. So that actually is great for marketing, because now you can address that, use what the customers are actually saying or the questions that they actually have, or to your point, the reviews that they're sending you. It's great information that you could use in your marketing to help, whether it's on a blog post or, whatever, but that feedback is gold. It is.
Yeah, it really is. Where are you from, by the way?
We're in Connecticut.
Got it. Cool. So I think that's about all I have at this point. On broadly, if there's any other questions, feel free. Mary Ann, you're the target today. You're the only one here. You're in the hot seat.
So everyone else that jumped on wasn't a shop owner?
Go ahead.
Yeah, we have some folks from obviously from IGO-NC, Maddie and Trisha, and then some folks from Broadly as well.
Okay.
And then it looks like Benji, and there's a couple other shop owners that were on earlier that did drop off. But yeah, no, we thank you. You got a captive audience, or captive presenters here just for you, Mary Ann. But I'm showing my screen here. I wanted to put Adam's information up here as well. And then, we are obviously members of IGO-NC, and we have a special discount for the for all the members. We get $300 off of the Broadly pricing. And then Adam decided to give out $100 gift cards from his own pocket if people sign up by the end of April. I'm only kidding. Have you guys seen that thing from Terry Bradshaw, who's the ex-Pittsburgh Steelers quarterback, where he's giving away $1 million of Terry's money? Kind of like that, but on a much smaller scale. But no, thank you very much, Mary Ann. Your questions, your feedback, and your comments, I think for us are more important and just really great for us to listen to, right? Because there's only so many shops that we can get out in front of, especially in today's day and age. But no, we really appreciate it. And yeah, if you like to learn more and maybe dig a little bit deeper, Adam I'm sure would love to work with you on that.
Thank you. Yeah, it was well done.
All right.
Awesome.
Anything else? Any other questions, concerns, comments? Anyone that's on the meeting? All right. Well, I think we'll go ahead and wrap it up if that's okay with Maddie and Trisha.
Yeah, it looks like Maddie is on a call, so I will go ahead and say thank you guys so much for presenting to us, and anybody who's watching the recording after the fact, if you have any questions, you can reach Maddie or I if you would like, and Broadly's information is on the webinar recording. So reach out to somebody and let us know.
Well, thank you very much. And again, thanks for the opportunity. Nice to meet you, Marianne.
We'll see you.
Thanks, everybody.
Bye, everybody.
All right. Take care. Bye-bye.